River run, past Eve and Adams, from swerve of shore to bend of bay, brings us by a commodious vicus of recirculation back to Howth Castle and environs. Sir Tristram, Viler de Mores, for over the short sea, had Passancourt re-arrived from North Armorica, on this side the scraggy isthmus of Europe Minor, to wield a fight his peninsulate war, nor had Topsawyer's rocks by the stream Oconee exaggerated themselves to Lawrence County's gorgios, while they went doubling their mumper all the time. Nor a voice from afar bellows Misha Misha to Tauf Tauf Thuart Petrick. Not yet, though very soon after, had the Kidscad but ended a bland old Isaac. Not yet, though all's fair in vanity, where Sosie Sester's wrath with Twon Nathanjo. Rot a peck of Paws malt had gem or shen brewed by arc-light, and Rory end to the Regenbrow was to be seen ringsome on the aquaface. The fall,
Dalgara Takamina Ron Con Bron Ron Twon Thon Trova Run Non Snon Tu Horden Enturnuk
of a once Wall Street old par, is retailed early in bed and later on life down through all Christian minstrelsy. The great fall of the off-wall entailed at such short notice the shoot of Finnegan, Earth's solid man, that the Humpty Hillhead of himself promptly sends an unquiring one well to the west in quest of his tumty-tum toes, and their upturned pike point and place is at the knock out in the park, where oranges have been laid to rust upon the green since Devlin's first loved Livy. What clashes here of wills gen won'ts, oyster gods gaggin fishy gods, brekek, kekek, 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 coax, 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 ualu, 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 qua wow, where the Baudelaires' partisans are still out to Mathmaster Malachus McGrain's, and the Verdons catapulting the cannibalistics out of the white boys of Hoodie Head, Assia Gaelts and Boomerang Stroms, Sod's Brood be me fear, Sanglorians save, arms appeal with larms appalling, killy, 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 atoll, atoll. What chance cuddlies, what cashels aired and ventilated, what bid me to love sin-juiced by what tegote absolvers, what true feeling for theirs hair, with what strong voice of false Jacob. Oh, hear, hear, how Howth Sprold met the dusked, the father of fornicationists, but, O my shining stars and body, how hath fame spanned most high heaven the sky sign of soft advertisement? But was is ut? Ere were sewers? The oaks of Ald, now they lie in peat, yet elms leap where asks lay. Fall if you but will, rise you must, and none so soon either shall the farce for the nonce come to a set-down secular fiendish. Big Mr. Finnegan of the stuttering hand, Freemen's Moorer, lived in the broadest way imaginable in his rushlet too far back for mess wages, before Joshuan judges had given us numbers, or Helviticus committed Deuteronomy. One yeasty day he sternly struck his tet in a tub for to watch the future of his fates, but ere he swiftly stuck it out again, by the might of Moses the very water was evaporated, and all the Guinnesses had met their exodus, so that ought to show you what a pension-jukey chap he was. And during mighty odd years, this man of hod, cement, and edifices in Toper's Thorpe piled bildung supra bildung upon the banks for the livers by the sowing-sow. He had a little fifey Annie, ugged the little cratur, with her hair in Hans, took up your partner. Oft-while Balbilus, mitre ahead, with goodly trowel in grasp and ivor-oiled overalls, which he habitacularly fancied, like Haroun Childeric Egbert, he would caligulate by multiplicables the altitude and multitude, until he seesaw by neat light of the liquor wheretwin 'twas born, his roundhead staple of other days, to rise in undress masonry upstanded. Joy granted, a wall worth of a skyrscape of most eyeful hoyth entowerly, originating from next to nothing, and celescalating the himmels and all, higher architect tipty-topped loftical, with a burning bush abob of its bauble top, and with larrons o'toolers clittering up, and tumbles of buckets clattering down. Of the first was he to bear arms and a name, Wassili Buzleuch of Riesengeborg, his crest of heraldry invert with ancillars, troublant, argent, a heg-oak pursuivant, horrid, horned, his scutcheon fest with archers strung, Helio of the second. Hooch is for husbandman handling his hoe. Ho, 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 Mr. Finn, you're going to be Mr. Finn again. Come day morn and oh your vine, Sunday's eve and your vinegar. Ha, 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 Mr. Fun, you're going to be fined again. What then, agent-like, brought about that tragedy thunders day, this municipal sin business? Our cube house still rocks as ear-witness to the thunder of his Araphatus, but we hear also through successive ages that shabby choruish of uncalified Muslanimi Issal hymns that would blackguardize the white stone ever hurtle-turtled out of heaven. Stay us wherefore in our search for righteousness, O Sustainer, what time we rise and when we take up to toothmake, and before we lump down upon our leather bed, and in the night, and at the fading of the stars. For a nod to the neighbour is better than wink to the wabsantee. Otherways we sways, like that provost scoffing between the Jebel and the Gypsian sea. Crop herb the crunch bracken shall decide. Then we'll know if the feast is a fly day. She has a gift of seek on sight, and she all casually answers helpers, the dreamy dearie. Heed, heed. It may have been a misfired brick, as some say, or it mote have been due to a collapsus of his back promises, as others looked at it. There extant by now 1,001 stories, all told of the same. But so sore did Abe ite Ivy's whole-eyed abbles, what with the Walhall's horrors of roll-rights, car-hacks, stone engines, kissed vanes, tram-trees, Fargo-ballers, auto-kinetons, hippo-hobblies, street fleets, turnin taxes, megafogs, circus and ward smotes, and basilkirks and areopagods, and the hoys and the jolly brule, and the peeler in the coat, and the Mecklenburg bitch bite at his ear, and the Merlinborough burrocks at his 4 old poor-courts, the boar, the moor, and his blight black working stacks at 12 pins a dozen, and the newbie buses sliding along Safety First Street, and the Derry jellybees snooping around Tell-No Taylor's corner, and the fumes and the hopes and the struppet hump of his ville's indigenous Rome-keepers, home-sweepers, dome-creepers, Turum and Turum in fancy mud murrumed, and all the uproar from all the aufroofs, a roof for May and a reef for Hugh, but under his bridge suits Tony. One warning filled tippling full, his howd field heavy, his hoddet did shake. There was a wall, of course, in erection. Dim, he stuttered from the latter. Damn, he was dud. Dumb. Master Batum, Master Bad Tom. When a mon marries, his lute is all long, for whole the world to see. Chies, I should she, McCool, or why did ye die of a trying Thursday morning? Sobs they sided at Finnegan's Chrisermas wake, all the hoolivans of the nation, prostrated in their consternation and their duodecimally profusive plethora of ululation. There was plums and grooms and cherubs and citherers and raiders and cinnamon too, and they all joined in with the shout with joviality. Agog and Magog and the round of them agrog, to the continuation of that celebration until Han and Finnegan's extermination. Some in kin chorus, more can keening, belling him up and filling him down. He's stiff but he's steady, is Priam mo limb. 'Twas he was the decent gay labouring youth, sharpen his pillow scone, top up his beer. Ere where in this world would ye hear such a din again, with their deep profundigs and the dusty fidelios? They led him broad down a lang last bed, with a bucklips of Finnegan 'fore his feet and a barrow load of Guinnesses o'er his head. Dee the tootle of the flute, hang the twaddle of the fuddle-doe.